Okay, so I did not have this on my bingo card when I woke up this morning, and that is IDW announcing a sequel to Godzilla vs. the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. And it's crazy to think about because when this comic book was first announced all those years ago, I believe it was announced in December as well. So, IDW has announced a sequel to Godzilla vs. MMPR. And although the first comic book had some mixed reception amongst the fans, some people loved it, some people hated it, some people thought it was meh. I enjoyed it. It was a fun little wild ride. Nothing too crazy, but if you're a fan of Godzilla, if you're a fan of Power Rangers, it's a neat little crossover. But the ending of that series, or that miniseries, did set up a sequel. It did sequel bait for something later down the line. And when I woke up today, I was not expecting a sequel for that comic to get announced so soon. I say so soon. It's been over a year since we last got issue 5. But IDW has announced Godzilla vs. the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. And oh boy, does this comic book sound like it's going to be crazy. So this is dropping in April. It will be releasing on April 3rd. A couple of days before the release of Godzilla Cross Kong The New Empire. So this is some pretty interesting synergy to have this comic book announced and releasing days before that upcoming new Godzilla film. But not only that, Godzilla fans have been eating well these past couple of years. We've had Godzilla Minus that I've yet to see, Monarch, the announcement of Godzilla vs. Kong, a whole bunch of Godzilla content in the pipeline or that has been released. So let's read the press release that IDW put out, and then we're going to go over the covers because there's a lot to talk about with these covers. So if you don't know who I am, hi, I'm Ash. I talk about Power Rangers on the channel. I mostly talk about the comics, but I also talk about the TV show, movies, games, and stuff like that. Most of it I try to cover, but I'm mostly known on YouTube as the Power Rangers comic guy with an Australian accent. So, g'day, I guess. So, let's read this press release. It's probably doing the Godzilla sound. I'm not doing that. It's Screonging time. Again, the Kaiju comic book crossover event of 2022 is coming back bigger and badder as the King of Monsters gets a rematch with everyone's favorite teenagers with attitude in Godzilla vs. the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers 2 from IDW Publishing in April. Sorry, my throat's a little bit phlegmy from working all day and talking all day on the phones. Written by the returning Cullen Bunn, Godzilla vs. the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers with art done by Baldemir Ravaz, who's done DC Mech, and colours done by Andrew Dalhouse, and letters by Jonah Gunsmond. The 5-issue Godzilla vs. the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers 2 miniseries will once again see tokusatsu icons and their beloved casts antagonized by Rita Repulsa. From IDW, the solicitation info. So this is going to be crazy. I've read this while I've been at work all day, and it sounds crazy. Worlds collide a second time as everyone's favorite kaiju meets up with the Earth's mightiest warriors once again to take on the most fearsome monsters from both sides of the multiverse, with Rita Repulsa egging them on. This one has it all. Space Godzilla, Clawhammer, Tentacreep. But what exactly does Rita intend to do with his collective might? And how have her mysterious allies Astromina and the Alliance of Evil given her the added reach across the worlds? That's interesting. Astromina and the Alliance of Evil are playing a role in this comic book. The Power Rangers are on a mission to find out, but first, all roads lead back to Godzilla. So let's keep reading. The first Godzilla vs. Mighty Morphin Power... The first Godzilla vs. the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers was unadulterated fun and mayhem on the page. How can it not be? Wrote Bunn. I had such an amazing time working on that story, so I simply had to try my hand at once again. If I was going to pick Godzilla against the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers again, though, I needed to know and do something huge. Mayhem alone was not enough. And believe me, what we're doing in the new series is something wild and unexpected and game-changing. If you're a Power Rangers fan, if you're a Godzilla fan, if you're a fan of bonkers fun, buckle up, because this series is going to knock you off your feet. I'm excited for that. Okay. Godzilla vs. the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Issue 1 arrives on April 3rd with an A cover done by Freddie Williams. Okay, so Freddie Williams did the artwork for the first comic book. So it's interesting that he's not coming back for this one. And Dollhouse, a B cover by Alex Sanchez, and colorist by Matt Helms. Retailer incentive color done by Henry Prestata and Dollhouse. Check out the covers below. Alright, so here are the covers. I think it's the first two that have a lot of people talking here as well, because from what people have told me, I'm not the biggest Godzilla fan. We've got Heisei Godzilla coming into this, or Heisei era Godzilla coming into this, but let's look at this cover that they posted. Very high res, very nice looking. You've got Rita Repulsa in the middle here. And what's interesting is you've got Godzilla in the background, but front and center with some crotch action going on. Jeez Louise. We've got the White Ranger and the Green Ranger. So these two Tommy Olivers are going to be coming face to face. And I frickin' pray it's not Tom Oliver who was trapped in like the 1800s. People like stand for that character, but that's kind of like one of the most useless versions of Tommy, or one of the more forgetful versions of Tommy in my opinion. But people seem to say, bring back Tom Oliver. I like Tom Oliver. He's a good character. Not in my opinion, he's not. But I really hope we get these two different Tommies coming face to face in this like issue. Like, we've got Green Ranger Tommy and White Ranger Tommy coming face to face from these two different universes. That'd be really cool to see. So Tommy from the future, Tommy from the past. That'd be great to see. So this looks really cool. What if this is like old man Tommy, and what if this is like young Tommy? That'd be cool to see. I'd like that. And then we've got Godzilla in the background looking like Godzilla. So next cover, we have, let me open a page in a new tab. We've got the Mighty Morphin Rangers, 5 of them, no White Ranger that I can see, facing off against Space Godzilla. So Space Godzilla will be playing a role in this comic, which I'm really excited to see how Space Godzilla is going to play a role in this comic, because last comic had Ghidorah in it. Ghidorah is a famous Godzilla monster, so of course that monster is going to be in there. Now we've got Space Godzilla playing a role, so that's something that I'm really curious about to see how that's going to go down in the issue. But not only that, you've got Astromina and you've got the Alliance of Evil. Now, spoilers for how the last comic ended, if I haven't already spoiled already, because, I've been talking for a while. The last issue ended with Rita getting knocked into between time and space, and she's sort of in between the multiverses. And in that time and space, you see all the different Godzilla iterations, you see all the different Power Ranger dimensions and Power Ranger timelines like Shattered Grid, RPM, Dino Charge, and stuff like that. So you see all that stuff happening that she's in between. So I do wonder where that is going to pick up from and how Rita Repulsa comes to be. So anyway, guys, what do you think of this upcoming comic book? Are you a fan? Are you not a fan? Are you going to check it out? Are you not going to check it out? I'd love to hear your thoughts and opinions down below, because comments help out this video a lot and push the video in the algorithm. Share this video on social media and stuff like that, and subscribe if you're new, all that stuff. So with that said, I'm going to bring this video to a close. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and I'll see you guys later. Peace out, take care. Bye.